Today we're working on an electrical upgrade for my Suzuki Samurai before I do the winch. And the original battery in it was pretty weak. So got me a new battery for it, got some new cable, gonna make my own cable, solder on the ends that we need. And yeah, so I've kind of already started. I already took the old battery out, and I was gonna just fix the ends that were on it already, but I figured I'm just gonna scrap it all, and I'm gonna increase my wire diameter size to my starter and ground, because it was only had probably 4 gauge wire, so I went and bought some 2 gauge, so that should increase my amperage that I can run through the wiring and stuff like that. Help things out in the winter when she's cold starting and stuff. So yeah, stick around and watch how it's done. It's simple enough. So here you can see I had started stripping the ground cable to solder on some new eyelets here, and this old ground clamp is pretty tired, so I started looking at things, and it's pretty tired, you know, and it's been over tightened there at a time or two, and the wiring is pretty not so good. So I figured to heck on it, I'm gonna upgrade it. I've done a bunch of work to this unit already. I may as well you know, continue on doing upgrades to it. So all I have to do here now, obviously undo this ground, take this thing off, pitch it, undo this ground off the starter, and this live cable, which is normally live but it's not hooked to the battery right now. Undo this, and we're going to replace this line here and that ground, and it's fairly small diameter stuff, so it'll be an upgrade for sure. And then when we attach the winch, we should have more power. Okay, so first get the light set up here a little better. Take our 12mm and just break this ground free. Break the live free, which is attached to the solenoid on the starter. We want to retain this boot that was on the original cable, so we're just going to cut it off. Like that. Take the boot off, as we can re-measure the length that we want here. Plus a little bit, never hurts to have a little extra. Here we can see the size difference. Quite a difference. This is the old cable, and this is the new one. More diameter, more power, more amperage. Here we're going to just take our knife, cut around Okay, so what we do here then is we get your torch going, sink this in as far as it'll go in there. And then heat it up. Till it starts taking it. Put lots in there till it looks like it's starting to come out. Okay, so after you got both ends soldered on, I like to run some red tape on them so I know which is live. Okay, so this is going to be our ground wire. The eyelet for the ground terminal should be 5/16. Beauty. So then we'll just measure out same amount of cable plus, I don't know, 3 inches or so. Perfect. Make sure you soak in lots in there. Yeah, so she starts running out. You're good. That's one side. Take this one out. There, our positive cable is done and ready. Now we'll strip the back side of or the other side of this negative cable. And then here you can see this is the bolt that goes through the starter that the ground wire is attached to, just like that. So we're going to drive this in there and do the same soldering. And we'll just run some black tape. If I had shrink tube that was big enough, I would use that, but I don't have. My shrink tube's not big enough. So we'll just tape up that seam. And if I went to the store and I got some bigger shrink tube, I could slip it over top of this and then, you know, take this black tape off and shrink it over. So be a better seal than tape, but tape will work for me for now. It'll only be temporary till I get some shrink tube, big enough shrink tube. So anyhow, that's there's your live and there's your ground. And the live will go onto this. Onto this battery over here. So here we'll just clean up this positive post with this tool. And the negative post. Clean it up good. Put a little dielectric grease on. Doesn't take much. That just helps with corrosion. The battery terminals are prone to a corrosion. And even if you can't see it, my dad always told me it was like an invisible corrosion. It doesn't look like it's corroded, but the power can't get through this layer of corrosion that's on there. Put our positive terminal on where we want it. Our negative on where we want it. Grab our wrench, tighten them down. There we go. There's our live and our ground. Okay, so here I want to replace these. Previous owner had the wrong types of ends on, so we're gonna cut them off. We're gonna put the battery in there so we get the right length too. Drop the battery in there. See, these don't need to be this long. I'm gonna cut it down to about here. This one's about the right length. So here I'll just strip the end off of it. Strip the end off of this one. Give him the old crimp job. Now that those are trimmed to the right length, we can go ahead and get this ground wire here. And then we'll just attach the perfect. There's our ground wire. That'll get screwed to the firewall into here. Okay, so now we're going to hook up our live to the starter. There, that's the live side. New negative cable. Run the bolt through it and fish him down in there. Okay, so here we're ready to drop the battery in then. Drop him down into place. Now we'll attach our ground. We'll give it a little squeeze of this dielectric grease. So we'll attach our live and our little accessories. There you have it. And then we have the studs for adding more accessories and stuff. And there we go. We should be good to give her a start. Let's see how this goes. Beauty, fires right up. So there you have it. That's a fairly simple upgrade, just like you watched on the video. It's very simple, soldering on some ends onto the ends of your new battery cables and grounds, and just bolting her up. It's a 20-minute upgrade. It's really quite simple. Anybody can do it. So there you have it. And until next time, thanks for watching Suzuki Evolution.